Round 3 of our bottled and bond battle for the year of 2025. I got to stop buying bottled and bonds. I've got to, because 4 brackets with a win bracket, and then we still got to go through the rise. You guys are going to get tired of hearing bottled
all the money, all the notoriety, all the fame, the glory, and the glamour come the world champion's way one more time.
Looked like at times.
Hey, you bought Rough and Rowdy.
My nephew's watching this show, so I'm going to stay silent.
Okay.
Hi. Good morning, campers. Round 3. Woohoo. Why are you up here? Oh, I know why. I know why. This is American Staves Bottle and Bond for their American Single Malt Whiskey, which was a private selection for Total Wine. I like American single malts. I didn't think I was going to. They're just very rich and flavorful, and I like them. I like them. I'm sorry, Mom. I like them. But today, oh, you know what? We need to open our palate with something. What are we going to open our palate with today? Oh, and I need to explain that I have the Jack Daniel's Triple Mash blended straight whiskey bottle and bond. And the reason I'm explaining this is because it's a blend of bonded American malt rye and Tennessee whiskey. So there's a little American malt whiskey in there. But we're going to see how she holds up. What are we going to open up today with? It needs to be something we haven't had in a while. Perhaps even something I've... Oh. Rebel.
I killed it and ate it! Yeah! Rebels! Yeah, rebel!
Single barrel. 100 proof. I like this bottle. I like this bottle a lot, actually. This guy, Gangway. This fella, I don't know. I might get a lot of heat for liking this so much because it's MGP, but it's MGP's own stuff. They're releasing it. It's not like somebody else is sourcing it. It's what MGP is doing for themselves. Ask not what MGP can do for you. Oh, there it is. There's the tone I'm looking for. It's beautiful. Getting the MGP / Rebel rocket fuel ethanol, but underneath it all is a nice oaky, smoky kind of a walnut, maybe. Anyway, here goes. Bottoms up. Here's the bourbon and pussy. Yeah. So it doesn't have the Rebel corn sweetness, the corn syrupy sweetness, and the grainy, because it's 10 fucking years old. It really, the barrel character is just nice on this. It's not sweet at all. It's even got a bit of a little tobacco note. It's just nice. That is a nice pour. And it's got a nice 100 proof hug. Just perfect. Puts out the fire, keeps in the warmth. Just the oaky smoke on this is just nice. And it's not bitter. There's not a bitterness. It's deliciousness. But no sweet, no rebel sweet. This is not a popsicle. This is not your dad's Rebel. Okay? This is not Rebel Yell. It's not going to taste like corn syrup over Pop Tarts and candy canes. It's that's a bourbon lover's bourbon right there, in my opinion. What the fuck do I know? I'm just a dude that likes to drink bourbon, pour concrete. Sometimes in that order. That is so nice. I want to put a little bit of this in George, but I don't know if you're worthy of this, George. All right, we'll give you a little, since you're nice. There you go. A little bit of the Rebel 10-year. That's just a nice bottle. Really glad I got that. Really glad. Yeah, so
Let me get up and greet you. There we go. How you doing?
hate to wash that off, but anyway, we introduced this guy as a Jack Daniel's Triple Mash bonded. We'll see how that goes. It may stick out like a sore thumb. If I got to drink Benchmark, I'm gonna drink this one. Their bonded is actually okay. And when I say Benchmark tastes like divorce or Benchmark tastes like a fucking hobo's boot or carny chode or I don't know, pick your poison. I'm not saying it wouldn't work well as a mixer, that it's completely useless, but I like to drink my bourbon and whiskey neat. No ice, no water, no Pepsi. Nobody says Pepsi, it's a Coke, let's be honest. This I can do that with. I can do that. And even though the foolproof Benchmark is very young tasting to me, I can go neat on that too because it's got some viscosity. It's got some good stuff in there. Beyond that, the single barrel is tolerable. The top floor is shit. The small batch is a fucking dumpster fire. And the Hateful Eight is just that. It is prison sex bad. And not like Orange is the New Black kind of prison sex.
We're not doing anything wrong. I am a prisoner taking a shower. And your CO is watching me.
No. Other kind. Old Granddad, bonded. Love it. This is a mid-card guy here, okay? This is your Dan Severin. This is your Ken Shamrock. Okay? This is the guy that everybody's like, you know, he could have been bigger. This is Rick Rude. Okay? All the talent in the world, never got the right push. Jephthah Creed, I have a love-hate relationship with this bottle. I love this bottle and I want to love it more. I want it to love me, but it doesn't. It is much like a lot of relationships I've been in where it is not given back. In fact, it is just the opposite. And we're going to start calling this bottle. No, we're not going to do that because that bitch will appear behind me like fucking Beetlejuice or Bloody Mary if I say her name 3 times. I I like a lot of things, but I think it's a beautiful bottle. I think they have the right thing in mind. They have a really beautiful distillery. I just don't like what this tastes like, and it tastes dusty and mushroomy, and I it's sometimes that's nice if there's a little hint of it, but this is just all. It's like we're gonna go on a trip. Oh, that's why. Did I grab the wrong one? Uh-oh. Well, folks, I made a mistake. I grabbed the wrong bottle of Jeff the Creed. This is the rye bourbon. So, rye bourbon? Is that right? Yeah. So it's going to be a high rye, I believe. You know what? Let's investigate because I just noticed that. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Now it says bourbon, so that means it's at least 51% corn. Um, and it's bloody butcher corn, rye heavy mash bill. Okay, so it's still a bourbon. Okay, we're good. It's just a high rye bourbon. I didn't realize that's the one I grabbed because even though I talk shit on it, I still buy Jeff the Creed. When I see it, I snatch it up. I don't know why I keep putting these away. I'm fucking blind. It's denial. This is one of my favorite bottle and bonds, and I keep saying that over and over, and I hope it does well because I keep saying it over and over. This is Redline's bottle and bond. It's sourced. I'm pretty sure it's MGP, but man, Redline just makes good stuff, and this is no exception. Like this bottle, these guys are out of St. Louis. They're not very big. Not a lot of people have heard of them, but I like them. It's got a little butter cracker thing on the end of it, as I recall. See if I can pick that up here today. But if you get a chance to try Switchgrass's bottled and bond bourbon whiskey, try it. It's worth a gander. It's worth a swish. It's worth a swaller. It's worth a lot of things. J.W. Dent. J.W. Dent is a Heaven Hill. It's a sour mash bourbon. I don't dislike this. This actually was better than I thought it'd be because it was cheap as shit. They damn near gave me a bottle on the way out the door. That's how cheap this was. Ragged Branch, I recall being extremely unique. In fact, probably one of the most unique weeded bourbons. Is this a weeder? Is this my Ragged Branch weeder? Yep. Extremely unique weeded bourbons I've ever tried. I can't remember exactly what made it that way, but man, when I tried it, I went, what the fucking hell? This guy, the soft red wheat bottom bond, this is my girl right here. This is the one you marry, okay? So when you take home, your mom meets her, they got a lot of shit in common. Next thing you know, they're fucking quilting together and shit. She makes you 3 or 4 little mediocre kids, and you grow old and you die together. That's this bottle right there, okay? That's not the one you're thinking about when you're laying there in your deathbed or you're all alone, but she's the one that's good to you. On with the show. You're thinking about that one that did that thing you like that we can't say on YouTube. You know what it is. I'm getting no sweet at all on this. I'm getting I don't know. I can't place it. Let's see what we got. Dark fruit, little bitter. Kind of a bitter finish. Um, I don't dislike this, but the front is, that's yeah, and then it goes, and man, it stays around for a while for as watery as that was. I mean, it's still on my tongue. Yeah, that that tastes like something cheap that somebody did a really good job on, like hooker tits. This smells nice. I'm getting dark fruit, caramel, tiny little funk. This is a nice nose. This is a very nice nose. Great mouthfeel, caramel, vanilla. Little bitterness towards the end. That's a pretty good pour. I don't know what that is, but little fruit in there too. Little plum. That is different. That smells like melon. Yeah, I'm getting some kind of like a honeydew and some spice. This reminds me a hell of a lot of the old Dominic. Um, but it's not, it's different. It's got that McKenna beady thing that I'm not crazy about, but yet it's, hmm. Then it gets a little tobacco. That's very interesting. I think I know what this is. And I think we're going to put it in second for now, but I bet it slides back because that is just, it's different. So I like that. I like the uniqueness. I like it's got a decent mouthfeel for 100 proof. It's just not for me. I think this is the Ragged Branch. Now, I still suggest if you have a chance to try it because, I mean, my palate is that of a diabetic. I am looking for sugar. Um, that was probably really mean and completely not correct. But you know what I mean, I think. Number 4. Oh, that's got a really weird funk to it that I wasn't expecting. Nice mouthfeel. Little medicinal towards the end. Ragged Branch is going to hold its own if that's what that is, because this is not what I'm after either. In fact, it has like an aspirin-y thing going on. It's not just medicinal. It's like, I don't know. That smells nice. Graham cracker and caramel. There's just nothing there on the palate. So I guess I like it better than that one. Yeah, it's watery. Eh! Hold on. There's something towards the finish that I do like. The tiniest little toffee note on the finish. So there are two in here that I'm a big fan of. This guy and this guy. There's one in here that I like. Two in here I like. And the rest, I mean, and I tolerate the bonded benchmark because it's okay. Not familiar with the triple match. I know I don't like the Jep, the Creed, and the JW Dant. I could go either way. It's not bad for what it is. But I'm not getting... Unless the last four are the four I like, I'm not picking up any of those. Nice and sweet. Boy, there's just not a lot to that one either. You know what? I'm going to put it behind what I think is the Ragged Branch. Even though I'm not crazy about the flavor of the Ragged Branch, at least it has it. I don't know what that... Not picking up a lot of nothing. Maybe I'm getting COVID. Huh. Yeah, this... Tobacco, like ground up tea, the leather. That's not normally what I'm looking for, but at this point, I don't know, maybe you're shining like a diamond in a goat's ass. I really expected the red line and the holiday. that may be the two of them there. Or maybe I'm not a holiday fan. And I thought I would pick up that switchgrass cracker note. That smells nice. Little cherry. Maybe cherry's not right, but it's fruity. We're going to move that up in the first place for now. I think I know what that is, but today it's tasting right. You got some sweetness, we're going to say dark fruit, some spiciness. And it stays around for a while. Probably the fucking JW Dant. I'm going to look like an ass. A little caramel. A little vanilla. Man. I don't know. We're going to have to run back through them. It's right about in here somewhere. No, that's definitely not second. Ugh. Mm-mm. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how I'm placing them. And there's only a few of these going in you, George. Here, let's clear the fucking table a little bit, and then we can. Man, I just wasn't getting. I don't know. Maybe my taste buds are fucked up today. Maybe that ragged branch just screwed everything up for me. That's just not. I don't know, and it may not even be the ragged branch. I may have called that all wrong. Okay. That seems right. So far, so good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whew. Every time I do one of these, I'm afraid I'm going to look like a fucking clown. I'm not wrong there so far. Yep, it was the Ragged Branch. It was. Okay. Switchgrass, middle of the road. What does that mean? Red line. Okay, well, that's admirable. Fourth. We'll buy that. Come on back here, y'all. The bottom three, the bottom four make perfect sense to me. I thought Switchgrass and Redline might do a little higher, especially, well, I'm about to say something stupid because I've discovered recently I do like American single malt. So if there's a little bit of that in that JD triple mash, oh, hey, I just realized what's left. Interesting. JD triple malt third place, which means we have two left. OGD second place. Moving on, which leaves our hometown hero, the Holiday Soft Red Wheat. Yeah. Huh. Well, that kind of turned out like I saw it in my head. Although I thought the red line and the switchgrass might do a little better. I actually thought the red line might beat out the old granddad, but I like old granddad. Old granddad bonded. That's a sleeper. That's a bottom shelfer that people just walk right past. Don't, okay? Don't pass on it. Don't pass on the very old Barton 100 proof. It's down there with it. It's down there with it. Don't pass on this guy either. Everybody just lets this dog lie. This is the David Nicholson Reserve 100 proof. This to me, and I'm going to blind it on here to prove it to you, or make myself look like an ass. This is cheaper, and to me, a better flavor than Woodford Double Oak. I know. Okay, I can hear it now. Clickety, 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 click. Okay, it's my opinion, and we're gonna blind it with a few other double oaks. And this one, I don't even know that this is a double oak. To be honest with you, I don't know if this is a twice barreled anything, but man, it sure tastes like it. There's just a lot of barrel impact on this bottle. And I just realized something. This is a Lux Row. This is an MGP. This is their own stuff. So don't sleep on that guy either. That's a pretty good bottle for $30-ish or less. The hell is that? The hell is that? the Baker. Oh yeah, need to revisit that. So I figured out a while back that I am a Jim Beam fan after all. So tonight's winners. OGD in second place. Holiday soft red wheat number 1. No big surprise. No big surprise. This is a little bit of a surprise. That is kind of a surprise that's up there. I didn't think that was going to happen that way, but that's okay. That's why we blind shit. It's honest. God, that's good. That's good. Sorry, George, you're not getting any of that. So yeah, this has been fun. It's been a lot of fun, actually. I like doing these blinds. It's something I enjoyed watching. Now I enjoy the hell out of making them because it's suspenseful. What's he gonna pick? I don't know. Oh. But hey, anyway, so we got one more round to decide who the final 8 will be, and then we're going to do the rise. Let me know in the comments if there's any bottle and bonds that I need to pick up that you haven't seen. I will tell you in the last tier, wait for it. The last tier, we're going to have the Holiday Bourbon, not the soft red weed. We're going to have the Redwood Empire Grizzly. We're going to have the Heaven Hill. There's a Founders Boulevard collaboration ball and bond. We're doing my Dickel, 13-year-old, Southern Star, McKenna, Hard Truth, Evan Williams, and Riegers. So that one's going to be, there's some talent chalked in there between Holiday, Redwood Empire, and Heaven Hill alone. And then you got that Hard Truth, the Riegers, and the Evan Williams. Those are all, any of those could swoop in and take it because I like all of those. The Heaven Hill, I will forewarn everyone, won last year, but it was a whole lot smaller race. It's a lot of smaller boats on a much smaller pond. Whereas this year, it's a lot of fucking boats. There's boobies flopping and beads getting passed out. And somebody's gonna get hurt. You need to call the law. But yeah, that's next up. And then we're gonna do a run of the best of those 4, which so far I'll bring you up to date if you don't already know. Which so far is some pretty good bottles. And one that really surprised me with that Tattersall. I really like that. That is that's a good little bottle there that I didn't expect to do as well as it did. It wasn't second place either. It was numero uno over the early times. I think that's how that went down. Nope, over the Old Pepper. Bardstown was over the early times. So, yeah, that's going to be my pick on the last 2. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say I look as Heaven Hill being a favorite because it really is. And then from there, it's really anybody's ball game. That Redwood Empire is hard to beat, though. That Grizzly ball and bond is really hard to beat. So anyway, this has been a lot of fun. We're not quite 3/4 of the way through this. Halfway. We're at halfway. We're better than half. We're better than half. And we're going to keep on plugging away. Thanks for playing.
But that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. And don't forget